An East Bay man is trapped in a trench for more than 3 hours tonight.
Sky 7 HD was overhead as rescuers pulled him out, injured but alive. Good evening, I'm Dan Ashley.
And I'm Carolyn Johnson. He was buried up to his neck, but at least he could breathe.
Yeah, that is basically the only reason he survived for hours trapped in the dirt. Rescuers worked as fast as they could to dig him out. It all happened in Brentwood tonight on Dawnview Drive. And ABC 7's Alan Wong is there live tonight. Alan, what a desperate scene.
Yeah, pretty dramatic scene out here tonight. Just about 2 hours ago, the front yard of this house was buzzing with firefighters. The neighbors had gathered 3 deep just to watch this rescue. It all ended with a cheering crowd and a man happy to be alive. After more than 3 hours of constant digging, rescue crews pulled the man from the collapsed trench that almost became his grave.
The dangers of this is that you have all the weight of this dirt. The dirt out here is kind of a heavy, muddy clay, so it's not real light and fluffy sand like from a beach or something. It's some pretty heavy dirt.
Firefighters say the 50-year-old man from Oakland dug a trench 10 feet deep while working on a residential sewer line. It was about 12 feet long and 30 inches wide, but it doesn't appear he had a shoring device to secure the walls of the trench. Around 5:30, the damp earth collapsed around him. He was buried chest high, and the temperature outside was dropping.
The other concern is going to be hypothermia, of him getting cold because he's got the cold mud around him, so we're worried about his core temperature of his body also dropping.
Rescue workers began digging bucket by bucket while monitoring his vital signs. They used the neighbors' plywood to shore up the trench. All the while, a crowd of people gathered to watch the drama unfold. A next-door neighbor says the man was working on his friend's sewage line. He says several residents have had problems in the past.
I can tell you that the trees in front of some of our houses, we had to cut them down about 4 years ago because the roots were growing out towards the pipes, underneath the sidewalk, into our front yards.
The firefighters say he was talking just before he was airlifted to John Muir Hospital in Walnut Creek. His head was below ground level, so he was extremely lucky that he was able to stay above the dirt and breathe the whole time. A friend of a local contractor who works on sewage lines out here tells me that OSHA definitely requires a shoring device when digging a trench this deep. Reporting live in Brentwood, I'm Alan Wong, ABC 7 News.